Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. The time is always right to do what is right. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, it must be demanded by the oppressed. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. The time is always right to do right. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. The art of acceptance is the art of making someone who has just done you a small favor wish that he might have done you a greater one. The hottest place in hell is reserved for those who remain neutral in times of great moral conflict. If a man hasn't discovered something that he will die for, he isn't fit to live. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Nonviolence is a powerful and just weapon, which cuts without wounding and ennobles the man who wields it. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always right to do right. Man must evolve for all human conflict a method which rejects revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The good neighbor looks beyond the external accidents and discerns those inner qualities that make all men human and, therefore, brothers. Those who are not looking for happiness are the most likely to find it, because those who are searching forget that the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. Human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle, the tireless exertions and passionate concern of dedicated individuals. The question is not whether we will be extremists, but what kind of extremists we will be. The nation and the world are in dire need of creative extremists. The time has come for us to civilize ourselves by the total, direct, and immediate abolition of poverty. Ultimately, a genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus, but a molder of consensus. The question is not whether we will be extremists, but what kind of extremists we will be. The nation and the world are in dire need of creative extremists. Courage faces fear and thereby masters it. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. We must build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle. If you lose hope, somehow you lose the vitality that keeps moving, you lose that courage to be, that quality that helps you go on in spite of it all. The time has come when silence is betrayal. Use me, God. Show me how to take who I am, who I want to be, and what I can do, and use it for a purpose greater than myself. A right delayed is a right denied. If we are not careful, our colleges will produce a group of close-minded, unscientific, illogical propagandists, consumed with immoral acts. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. People fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. The first question which the priest and the Levite asked was, "If I stop to help this man, what will happen to me?" But the Good Samaritan reversed the question, "If I do not stop to help this man, what will happen to him?" The quality, not the longevity, of one's life is what is important. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. Never succumb to the temptation of bitterness.